Testicles. Testicles, 1, 2, 3.
Testicles, and portz face. Got it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 34 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is The Real Portz, and Evil Space Bunny is here with me. Evil Space Goddamn Bunny. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. I'm energetic right now.
Yeah.
I woke up in the most daisy stupor, and it lasted for hours, and I think as soon as alcohol touched my lips, I think I'm like in party mode, so maybe there's something I need to address there, but that'll be for later.
Uh-huh.
What's up with you? How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I've been, just kind of chillaxing. And a whole lot of nada this week.
It's a good nada week. I had a birthday this week.
Yeah, happy belated again.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So that, it kind of slowed productivity, although I did do a 12-hour stream, which was fun.
I know, I'm really proud of you. You did a full 12 hours.
Thank you. It was really good for my stream, too. A 12-hour stream?
Yeah.
Kind of recommend.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the longest
Although,
stream I've ever done.
it also being your birthday, makes people donate and shit more.
Oh, yeah, people go fucking ham.
So, maybe I'll try to get, a birthday that's more than once a year.
Yeah, just start celebrating whatever. Be like, I did this. I reached this.
This is me. Yeah, you really have to, the self-promotion and talking about yourself and, wanting people to give you shit is so awkward for me.
It is for me, too.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. Let me know when you figure it out. If you figure it out, will you tell me?
Can you give me $10?
What do you need it for?
Because I give up. Nope, I didn't figure it out.
Anyway.
How was your week? Did you play video games?
I played some video games. I kind of got sucked back into a game that I wasn't expecting to get sucked back into, but it's been an enjoyable moment, like it always is. But yeah. Well, you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first. I go first almost every time, I feel like.
Oh yeah, do you? Well, fuck. Fine, I'll go first this week. Maybe we'll make a tally.
I could hear you sitting up, by the way.
Me sitting up?
Yeah, it sounded like you were leaning back, and then it's like, oh, I have to go first. All right, fine, I'll go first.
Fine, let me sit up and get posture. Anyway, so I have been playing Shovel Knight. I played Shovel Knight last week, and I beat the first story in that. And so I decided to visit that again on Tuesday, and I streamed it.
Let me ask this. It's something I've been dreading asking because I'm afraid of the answer.
Yeah.
Do each of those games count as one game?
I don't know because they're long as fuck. They're like 5 to 6 hours.
All right.
What do you want to...
Yeah, it probably counts.
I would count it. It's like a really...
Yeah.
Because like
what, didn't we cheese it on something earlier? Whatever. Just count it.
Count
I forget what the fuck it was.
What do you think I cheesed on?
No, not cheesed. But it was like we couldn't decide. It's just err on the side of yes, it's a game. I don't give a shit.
Oh, I think that was everything. But
yeah. But that was because there's more content in that game. Yeah, who gives a shit? We're not 100% in games. Yeah. So that wasn't really cheese.
But anyway, so this one was for the Spectre of Torment. It's about 6 hours, almost 7 hours. And they say that this is, one of the better of the stories in the game. It felt a lot like The Messenger and Ninja Gaiden. You get this really cool dash mechanic, and it's fucking fun as shit. You're just dashing to enemies, and you're just passing through them, and it's just insanely delightful until it's not, and then it fucks you over, and then you die a horrible death, and then you scream and you throw the controller.
Oh no.
So I think this one was better than the original Shovel Knight. The first Shovel Knight with Shovel Knight, that story was more like Kaizo Mario getting your perfect jumps with the down shovel and using the items efficiently, where this one was like all about that dash mechanic, and that's kind of more of my style. Like, I love Ninja Gaiden, the original one, and then I love The Messenger, because that's kind of the same exact thing with this dash mechanic. But I will say this, the bosses were fucking easier because of the dash mechanic, so I never died to any of the bosses except for one. And then I got to the very end, and then that boss was the most fucking torturous thing I've ever had to fucking do. I had maybe, like, at least 30 to 40 deaths on the final boss.
And wait, this is worse than everything in The Messenger and Cuphead?
Because I'm replaying The Messenger again, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of only because of this dash mechanic, because it can completely fuck you if you don't do it right. So sometimes you're supposed to dash up, but you have to drop below the object to dash up. So there's no floor, so you're constantly using this dash mechanic to bounce between the two objects. Where in The Messenger, you can just automatically do it, and you control what direction you're going with the D-pad, where this was actually depending on the position where you dash from. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
So it ended up being like this torturous hate relationship by the end of the game, and I'm like, fuck this dash mechanic. It like killed me so many times because I would accidentally dash down into the fucking pit, and I'm like, well, I'm dead.
Right.
Well, I'm dead. And like finally when I killed the boss, it was just like, ugh. But I honestly spent like 30 to 40 lives on him alone. It was annoying, but it was really good. It was a really good story. It tied into the first one because this is basically the prequel to Shovel Knight and the beginning of Shovel Knight's story. And it was just, it's really, really good. And I still love the artwork. The music is still killer. I'm probably going to play through the other two knights that I still have to deal with, which is like the Plague Knight and then the Pretty King Knight. He's really, really...
Pretty King Knight?
Yeah, he's flamboyant.
Diva?
Yeah, he's a diva. He's a diva.
Nice. Okay.
So, I'm going to probably pick those up at some point this week. But anyway, next I played a game that you came in and you shit on me. And I'm actually enjoying this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It surprises me. I mean, it doesn't really surprise me. I played this game at the same time as two other people, and I was the only one who didn't like it, so
I played The Evil Within. I've been wanting to play this game for a long time because of its ties back to, like... So, Ikumi Maru? I can't ever remember her last name.
I don't know.
She
the cute chick from E3.
Yeah, the cute girl from E3 with her kicking and fucking hilarious, and she's amazing. She did most of this, right?
She's basically like the understudy of the guy who made Resident Evil 4, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And this was like one of her big projects into the gaming world, and it has all these influences from like Silent Hill and everything. And like you don't feel super powerful in it, but you feel just powerful enough that you could get away with some stupid shit every once in a while, like walking up to a boss and hitting it in the fucking face because you're feeling cocky. But sometimes you'll die immediately, or it will reward you and you fucking you get away with shit. One of the things that drew me to this game was also the music. The music is all really, really good. And I forgot what the song is when you go to the save area or the save room where you know it's safe, and then like the way that they tied in this like beautiful song, and it's like super calming and super smoothing. As soon as you hear it like in the distance, you're like, oh, there's a safe spot. I'm gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. And it's hard to describe. This game is like a bad horror movie, and I fucking love bad horror movies. And so it's just like hitting me all in the right spots.
What makes a bad horror game or movie good?
I don't
know. In my mind, I don't think I've ever seen a movie like that where I think it's good, but I don't watch horror movies at all. So I'm missing out on that entirely.
Yeah.
So maybe if I could contextualize it with a movie, then I would sort of understand, like see the layers peel back and understand what I'm looking at. Because that game just felt like a fucking disaster to me. It just felt like, but none of it was good. Like the dialogue wasn't funny. Like the voice acting was good. The script was stupid. Like the bad guy is an idiot. Like there are components that seem like a B tier game that I would be into, but none of it came together in a funny way to me.
I think it's because I've watched so many bad horror movies, and I love bad horror movies. I'll have to find you a list, and I'll send you some, so maybe you could kind of see the correlation. Honestly, okay. I thought this was going to be up your alley because, like, it's such a weird, bad horror movie that it just, like, I don't know, it just clicked with me. Like, Silent Hill scared the fuck out of me because it was creepy, it was ominous and eerie. This does, like, certain ominousity, but it's not done well, so where it's like cheesy, it's almost gimmicky, and it just kind of, I don't know, I guess it resonates with me when I was in high school and I was just like obsessed with bad horror movies. Like me and my friends, we would go and just watch them at one of my friend's house. He had like a projector and everything, and we would just like eat snacks and like sit around and just watch these movies.
The friends with the projectors are so cool.
It was the fucking tits. We would have a LAN party there in the garage, and then we would also have like a shitty movie playing at the same time.
Halo 1 LAN party on a fucking projector was the shit. It was literally the peak of enjoyment for me when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And maybe if I owned one, like it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but since it was so rare, like once a year maybe, I got to go do it, and it was awesome.
Yeah, we had
shout out to all the rich friends out there.
when Doom 3 launched back in 2004, that summer we had a huge LAN party and we were all playing it through the night, and we were trying to see who could actually beat it the fastest without passing out. It was pretty good.
Awesome.
But anyway, so I played those 2 games. I didn't beat that one yet. I am
have you gotten into any of the chase sequences yet?
Yes, they suck.
How dog shit are those?
They suck. I'm not gonna lie.
The people I was playing that with loved it.
Really?
They were like, "Oh, it's so cool! Like the change of perspective and
It's frustrating for me.
You can't see what's in front of you.
No, you can't. It's very frustrating.
Yep.
From a gaming they definitely tried to make this like a bad horror movie is what I think they were going for. And but yeah, it doesn't translate always well into a video game. I'm still enjoying it. I'm probably going to enjoy it, but we'll see. The last game I want to kind of talk about that I got sucked back into was Rust. And me and my fucking friends, I got sucked into a multiplayer again. You're kind of lucky because this is your chance to catch up because we're going to go ham apparently for the next 2 months.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because we're going to have enough people potentially over the next 2 months to do what we've always wanted to do, and that would be like a 10 to 15 man clan where we just go and dominate a whole server.
Oh.
So,
soon you will be the only ones on it. People tend to leave shit like that, right? I would if I was being ganged up on by 15 fucking people.
Not necessarily, because they're also going to have big groups, and they're also going to be roaming together.
Oh, I see.
And so, like, it's these big groups versus other big groups and stuff. And then the thing about Rust is, like, you get raided, and you're like, well, gonna go hit that rock with my rock. And secretly plan to fucking raid that motherfucker who took my shit, and he's gonna die if I fucking grind for the next 8 hours. I could totally have SARS by then. And it's just kind of a weird game, but we play it so oddly compared to other people. This is the only game where I flaunt that I'm a girl. I don't do it in any other game because it fucking perplexes people.
It perplexes them?
Yeah, so this is what I do. If I see somebody and I'm potentially outgunned, I'm going to go up to them and be like, oh my god, hi, I'm new. And then they're so distracted, they don't know what the fuck to do. That's when I usually murk them and then take all their snacks and watch them cry and chat. And then I run away. It's the only game I flaunt that I'm a chick.
What do you think the demographic of people playing that game
Probably 15-year-old boys.
Why do you play so many games that 15-year-old boys play?
I don't know.
Is going to be my next
Am I
question.
a 15-year-old boy? Do I have the mentality of a
I don't
15-year-old boy?
know.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
That's warrants investigation for sure.
But yeah, so the other night there was like 3 bases around us getting like fucking just pushed in and raided, and like me and my other friend were on and our other 2 people were off. And I'm like, we should do something stupid. And then I pulled out a guitar and he's like, oh, I got this. So we just sat around in our base while people were running around us, just playing the instruments and just chilling. While everybody else was like causing these huge crazy fights around us. And we're just like, yep, we're going to relax and just watch as the world burns and play our instruments. And somebody came up and they're like, nice music. And we're like, thanks. Bye. It was great.
That's awesome.
But yeah. Oh, I did play some more Red Dead, but nothing to like write home to. Although I will say I hate Dutch more than ever.
Yeah. Don't spoil it too much, but
I'm not.
because people will play in the game. But he definitely has an arc.
I hate Dutch. I hate him.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of still playing that with Fabian.
Okay.
And let's see, what part are we at? I believe we're not as far as you.
I'm like 60.
I
I got off
forget
the
what the
island
number
if
is.
that tells you anything.
Yeah, we haven't been to the island yet,
Okay.
so.
Fuck that island. Fuck it. Fuck it with so I want
It's
to
the
burn that
worst
whole
part of the game
goddamn
by
island
so
down.
much. Yeah,
So stupid.
it's not good.
So stupid. I'm like, why the fuck did we even have that? That was the
God,
dumbest.
you're so close to the end, actually.
Okay, but anyway, so that's enough about me. What did you play?
Yep. Okay. So you gave me a task last week.
Yep, I give you a couple.
I've
given you like several.
Well, last week you gave me 2. I forgot what one of them was. The other one I did.
The game that makes you cry, and then the other game that made me cry.
Oh yeah. What the hell is it called? Beginner's
The
Guide?
Beginner's Guide.
I didn't play that yet.
I know.
I will play that. And probably actually beat it because
Okay.
I know what it is. But Gris, I am not gonna beat. I don't think.
That's fair. Why didn't you like it?
Well, maybe someday I'll revisit it, and just like maybe I'll get high and play it actually, because I feel like I'm just too cynical. I don't understand the point. I don't like the forced feeling of emotion when there's no context for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. There's no reason like so far that she's sad, or like the music is swelling and supposed to be kind of sad. Like what for? What? We're looking at nothing. Other than beautiful art, it's beautiful art, but I just don't understand what's going on.
Do you want me to
And maybe it's one of those inside things where you beat the game and it's explained.
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to kind of like
then-
tell you a little bit about Gris?
Sure. Go
Because
ahead.
like you saw the beginning.
Yeah.
She goes through like this trauma, and it's basically
But what's the trauma?
her
She
fucking
just, like,
goddess
collapses.
just died.
Her goddess?
Yeah, what she was singing.
How do you
to.
know that?
Because that's who she was singing to. She was singing and worshiping to this goddess, and all of a sudden she's gone, and she falls through life, and it's about being.
She falls through life?
Yeah.
You read a synopsis.
No.
For sure.
No. That's
What?
Because I related to this because like as a person who's dealt with depression, and like this is the stages of depression. You first are like you just fall and you feel like you're falling forever, and then it's like hard to get up and keep going, and then the first emotion that usually comes back is rage, anger, frustration, signified by the red.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. The deep metaphor is not...
Portz is not good at metaphors. Noted.
I don't like them. Because they could be anything. You could...
Exactly.
Whoever made the game could make it whatever they want.
Exactly.
And it's up to you to interpret it. I hate shit like that. Just make it what it is.
But then that way you could get what you want out of something.
Yeah, but I don't want anything. I want them to guide me through it. I don't want... There's nothing I want out of this.
That's interesting.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like, everybody's gonna have their interpretation when it comes to anybody else's art. This is basically, so I forgot his name.
I've never been an art guy. I've never been to an art gallery.
Okay.
So if that's the kind of person you need to be, I guess this is a
no. I don't think
lost
necessarily. Because like so the guy who made this is his first time making a video game. He is.
That's clear. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. I thought the mechanics and everything.
I do hate the gameplay though.
Oh really? You don't like the gameplay? It's just a basic.
I don't like 2D platformers. This game is just against me at all sides.
It really is. Fuck.
Yeah, I'd also really hate when any game takes control without telling you and gives it back without telling you. No indication whatsoever.
I'm trying to think of what parts where that happened.
It's like all the transition scenes basically, and some in between. Like when you're sliding.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want to turn into a rock whenever I want.
You could turn into a rock whenever you want, baby.
No, not during those.
That's fair. Okay. I'm sorry you didn't enjoy Gris.
Yeah, me too. I feel like an asshole. Like, the more I didn't like it, the more I was like, what's wrong with me?
You just don't like emotions, portz.
That's
Maybe
true.
Maybe you won't like the
Except
beginner's
anger.
guide. I'm kind of worried about you. Maybe you should go play the beginner's guide. It might be a good cry session for you. Holy fuck, dude.
You think I'm bottling something up?
Yeah, you've just been really angry and you need to get it out. You just need to box up.
Okay.
Okay, what else did you play?
I tried to play some more Watch Dogs off stream because I don't think that was doing so good for me on stream.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's doing so good for me off stream.
No.
It's too generic.
Yeah.
It's like got no personality really. Like GTA is amazing, and Saints Row for that matter, because they're so distinct in what they're doing, and the whole game feels the same way. Like there's a mood and like it's not an aesthetic, but it's like a feeling that the whole game has. Like all the characters sort of talk in not one specific way, but like they all exist in the same universe.
Uh-huh. And
it's interesting usually. In Watch Dogs, it's just like a bunch of cardboard fucking people walking around. I just like I'm having a hard time getting anything I'm loving out of it. The driving is okay. The hacking is novel, but that's all it is. It's kind of gimmicky. I think that's what it is.
I mean, how old is that game now?
Probably a lot. Probably like almost 10 years. 2013 maybe.
13,
7 years.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, NPCs where they just like kind of just sit there, or they are affected by certain situations, like what I was feeling in Dragon Age 2, where I was just like blowing up the fucking streets with bombs, and then there would just be random fucking pedestrians. I'm like, hello, friendly mage here.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Ha ha ha. I am a
and
friendly mage.
Watch Dogs does. The NPCs will react, but like way over the top. And GTA even has this problem too, where you'll just be like driving near them in a car, and you're obeying all the laws, and then all of a sudden the NPCs on the sidewalk go, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like, I'm just driving my car, bro. It's the worst.
It's the fucking worst.
But it's because they don't expect anyone to actually drive like that in the game, so it's kind of like an oversight.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe they can only do like one or the other. Like either the NPC is just nonchalant, or the NPC is just like, "Holy fuck, we're gonna die!" It's like black or white, no gray.
GTA 4 has a problem, and I don't know what the fuck it was, but no one believed me when I told them. And I wasn't, obviously, streaming wasn't a thing back then. But, so I couldn't, like, prove it.
Yeah.
I didn't have recording software, but every time I passed a police officer in their car, they would do the whoop, whirl, like one siren, and then shut it off. Every time I passed them.
That's weird.
It was so weird. They weren't after me. Nothing. Just the noise happened. I don't even think their lights actually turned on.
Huh.
It was insane. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me next time. Because playing Watch Dogs actually makes me want to go finish GTA 4. Because I never did.
Oh, I never did either.
It was kind of an Oblivion situation, which is like, I mean, the main quest is okay. I don't really care that much, which is what's going on with Michelle, you know?
Oh, I didn't play 4 at all. I never beat San Andreas.
Oh, at all?
Yeah, no, I never played 4 at
Oh,
all.
I love the fucking driving in that in 4 because all the cars are like 1 billion pounds, and the frame of the car like wobbles on the wheels so much. It's hilarious.
That's amazing.
And the way to successfully take a turn in that game is to go full speed, slide, handbrake, smash into the side of a building, and keep driving.
Oh no, Jesus Christ!
It's the most efficient way to make a turn.
You just like
it's
fucking
amazing.
slam, just destroying all the property.
After 2 or 3 turns, you just gotta get a new car, and then keep going.
Keep going. Break a new car, slide on the buildings. Break a new car, slide a new building.
I'm the best GTA 4 darts player ever.
There's darts in GTA 4? What the fuck?
Yeah, there's darts, there's bowling. What else is there?
Do I even own GTA 4?
What the fuck else is there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think there's pool.
Pool?
I remember the controls sucking ass for that, though.
Yeah, the only GTA that
There
I
might
own
be some arcade games.
besides 5 is Vice on the PC.
You don't have San Andreas, the best one?
I haven't beaten San. No, sadly,
San
I
Andreas
guess I
was
don't have
actually,
San.
I technically have not beat San Andreas either because
Should we play that together?
there is a part that is literally impossible with a mouse and keyboard, which is all I had at the time.
Feels bad.
Literally impossible. You have to drive a fucking remote control plane, and then all the controls are inverted, and there's nothing you can do about it, and the mouse moves too fast. Oh, it's the worst. There might be a mod for it. There must be a mod.
There's
to, like,
probably a
fix
mod for it.
But
There's a mod for fucking
yeah.
everything nowadays.
I know. Isn't that amazing? We live in such a blessed time.
We're so fucking spoiled.
I've been playing Age of Empires 2 an ungodly amount.
Yeah.
Over 20 hours this week, I think.
Jesus fuck.
And I downloaded a mod called Smaller Trees so that I could chop trees more efficiently because you can't click on the specific one you want sometimes because other trees are in the way.
Uh-huh.
This eliminates that completely.
Uh-huh.
I have something that tells me when my villagers are idle, like a big exclamation mark. I have one that makes blood last longer.
Ew.
That's just because it's fun. I like blood.
Fabian Run.
Yeah, maybe I do need to play beginner.
I think you need to see some major therapy. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay, so you played Age of Empires 2. What else did you play? Did you play RuneScape?
I did play RuneScape. I mean, I streamed almost exclusively RuneScape during that 12-hour stream, and let me tell you, it went by in a goddamn breeze.
Yeah.
It felt like nothing to me.
Yeah.
Except toward the end where I was really, really drunk. I didn't start drinking until like 8 hours in.
Oh,
8
so
hours
you
in,
got
I
drunk
made
in 4 hours and you were just like, done?
Yeah, no, it was slow. I started drinking beer, like 1 beer an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and then the last 2 hours I got really drunk.
What were you drinking the last 2 hours? Were you still drinking beer?
Just vodka and
Jesus.
yeah. It was great.
Portz.
It was awesome.
Good job. Proud of you, though.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Some support. Fucking finally.
I've always fucking supported you.
I know.
Fuck you, piece of shit. I'm gonna kick your ass. I swear to God. As soon as this apocalypse
This doesn't
is over,
sound very supportive.
as soon as the situation that we're currently in is over, I'm coming over there to kick your ass.
Short as the situation is currently over.
Anyway, you ready for some news?
What'd you do this week, Oh, wait. News. My brain works.
You forgot that I went first. You fuck.
News. I was like, holy fuck, did I really go for 30 minutes?
No, I went for fucking
Yeah.
long ass time. Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway, so let's do some news. So today we're recording on Sunday the 24th. This marks the 2-year anniversary since passing of one of my favorite YouTube personalities. I don't know if you ever watched any of his videos, but Total Biscuits.
A couple here and there.
Yeah, he was fucking hilarious, and the reason why I liked him so much is because he would find all these indie games and stuff, and he would either blow them up or blow them up, so...
Yeah, he was very honest.
Yes, that's kind of what I like when I go to reviewers, and, like, it's just kind of funny because Minecraft Dungeons is out right now, and or not out, but it's like in early access or some shit, and like only limited streamers are allowed to play it right now. And if you watch them playing it, or you see them playing it, or you hear them, not a lot of them are having fun, and they can't say anything about it, and it kind of like makes me sad. But
Game Informer has something out about it, and they said it was fun, but they don't really know why. They're like, there's technically nothing in this to make it that fun, but we're still having a good time. But I think they've only played, a couple hours, so. Yeah, it feels just like bare bones as fuck.
It looks bare
like
bones
it's
as
the
fuck.
kids' fucking Diablo.
Yeah.
It really is what it is.
Yeah.
Which kids might like that, but adults sure probably won't.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I've been kind of watching more and more people about it, and I'm losing some hype.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to nod out to Total Biscuits and say we miss him, and I miss him, and I'd like to think of him still shitting on video games up wherever the fuck he is.
Yeah.
But anyway, so last week we talked about Epic giving away a bunch of games. They have another game this week, which is Civilization 6, but I wanted to go back and talk about GTA 5. Because they've been giving away this game for free, the hacker problem that was already there and a huge problem, and Rockstar was constantly always dealing with it, kind of just got ramped the fuck up. And I feel bad for Rockstar.
Is that because hackers now can make a new account?
Yeah, they can make a Smurf account, get a bunch of shit, and then send it to their main account. Yeah. So it's been causing a lot of issues. A lot of people have been complaining. The servers are still having fucking issues because of all this shit show. And I'm sure Rockstar is probably secretly cursing Epic's name. Like, I don't know if they had said it's okay to give away this game for free, especially since it's an online game. That only makes me nervous to see what's going to happen with Civ. And, like, everybody trying to attempt to play that online.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's not going to be hacking. I assume. Because who's playing in random lobbies? I would only ever play that with people I know. Some people might get into that, but they don't have like a ranked system or anything, so
right.
I don't know what the point would be.
And it's not like GTA 5 where you go into lobbies to meet random people, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's a little bit
different. There's no economy to ruin.
Exactly. There's no economy to destroy on a server, etc., etc.
But you know what's funny? Every single person that I've talked to about that game is like, "Oh yeah, I already have that on Steam. I never play it."
Yeah. Like, everybody, like, I had 4 people coming to my stream the other day, and they're like, "Are you going to play that on stream?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck would you want to watch me play an RTS?" And they're like, "Well, it's Civ." And I'm like, yeah, it's the only RTS that I kind of like, but I'm not going to sit there and play it on stream. Like, that would be boring as fuck, I think, for me.
Not an RTS, technically. The good thing about a game like that would be you could, like, basically just chatting while you're actually playing a game.
I already do that with Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
That's what I pretty much do the whole time while playing Minecraft.
I'm trying to think of if I've ever watched anyone play Civ, and I don't think I ever would.
I don't think I've watched one person, and she was so quiet the entire time, and she's a bigger streamer, and I'm not going to say who, but it was like...
Who is it?
It was so weird.
Name names. We name names on this podcast.
No, I'm not going to name names. Anyway.
God damn it.
Sorry.
She's big? She's never going to hear about this.
I'll tell you about it later.
All right. Can I get a hint?
You probably know them.
What color hair do they have?
Short.
In real life?
Yeah, well, kinda.
Okay.
Anyway.
I know who it is.
Yeah, you could shut your mouth. Anyway, so... I'm not trying to badmouth anybody.
Yeah, I know. I want to, though.
Don't do it. Anyway, so
I won't.
There was leaked footage recently.
I've done... Before people think I'm an asshole and just want to be an asshole... I've done lots of streams I'm not proud of. Like, you just try shit that doesn't work all the time.
Like,
you just try shit. That's all it is.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, you're not always on when you're on stream, if that makes sense. Like,
something
can happen and like throw off your whole stream. I've cut streams early because I was like made uncomfortable or something happened, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go.
I've cut streams because I'm just in a bad mood.
Yeah.
I think when I was playing Half-Life, the Black Mesa, I was like 2 hours in, I'm just like, I fucking hate everything right now. I don't want to be fucking doing this.
I don't want to do this. I want to take a nap.
Yeah. Oh, man. Naps are so good. I've been doing a lot of napping. Anyway, what's the rest of the news?
Anyway, so back to news, since we keep fucking rambling. Like, this is the Ramblecast. This is Evil Space Bunny and the Real Portz Ramblecast.
Ramblecast is such a good name. I bet that's taken.
Probably. If
Let's
not,
change our
dibs.
podcast name right now.
Anyway.
Dibs.
Dibs! So, No Clip, the YouTube channel, they do, like, amazing documentaries. If you don't know who the fuck they are,
They did a Witcher documentary. Look up Witcher No Clip. It's amazing.
So
Doom also very good.
But pretty much.
It's fucking, what's his name? He's Irish, used to be at GameSpot, then Giant Bomb maybe. Was he ever actually there? I don't know.
Anyway.
Danny O'Dwyer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, him. Anyway, so.
Love that guy.
No Clip's doing a documentary about Arcane Studios. They're the people who did Arx Fatalis, a really bad game that I love. Might and Magic, a game that Portz wants to gouge its eyes out, and then of course Dishonored and Prey and like a couple other amazing little games. But the thing is, they were apparently working on Half-Life 2 Episode 4, and clips surfaced during this documentary that's happening about them from Half-Life Episode 4 that nobody's ever fucking seen. And I watched a bunch of them, and they were supposed to work on basically the Ravenholm area of this idea that Valve had. And it's just kind of crazy because, like, we always gave... I mean, I know I did. I know a lot of people did. Gave Valve a bunch of shit saying that they were never actually working on these. And they kind of technically were, but weren't, because they were having all these other studios work on them. Like... these guys working on Episode 4, and it just makes me kind of wonder who the fuck was working on Episode 3, and who, I guess not who, but like why they decided not to release these, or why they decided to change their plan, I guess, with the thing.
Maybe it wasn't up to the quality standard, or I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't gimmicky enough, because we do know Valve likes to have a gimmick when it comes to their thing, and it doesn't matter that there's these Half-Life episodes kind of floating out there, pieces of Half-Life like source material floating out there, because it's not going to be considered canon anymore.
Right.
Because of events that happened in another game that just came out recently.
Oh.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Mysterious. I wonder how Half-Life Alyx did for them. Like, obviously, it's not busting records.
No.
Because it's on VR, but I wonder if, like, more people went out and got VR for it.
I mean,
like,
I did.
A lot, like, significantly. Yeah.
I did. And I said, you can use my account when you finally do want to play Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah.
So you don't have
I don't know when that's going to be.
Buy it or whatever.
How long was it? Like 20-something hours?
I think I beat it in about 15.
Okay, that's not awful. Because I was like, man, I could just, like, wreck my living room for, like, a week, you know? That wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, you could probably wreck your living room for, like, a week. Just make sure, since it'd be your first time in VR, just kind of take it easy. Do the easiest setting and shit like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
After the nightmares you told me about playing on normal.
Oh my god, why did I do that to myself? I'm such a fucking idiot.
Think about it, I guess, yeah.
Well, like, I have slight tremors in my hands, which I've always known about, and I didn't think it was gonna be that affected, and like everybody's like, why are your hands shaking? And I'm like, because I just shake, okay? I'm a shaky baby.
Damn, and you play FPS games. That's fucking mad respect.
It's different though. When it's a mouse and keyboard and you have your mouse and keyboard, it doesn't matter how your hands feel, Because, like, when you get that flick and stuff on people's heads and, like, you know, you're just flicking your mouse around, it's a little different. But when you're actually having to hold your
Yeah, but if you have to
hand
hold
out-
it steady for, like, sniper shots and shit, that could affect it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Or
I guess
no?
I never really thought
Okay.
about it that way. It's never bugged me
Okay.
until this. But I did get better.
Oh.
Like, I did get better. And, like, I've been playing Beat Saber. And it kind of feels better every time I play, you know?
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's cool. Huh.
But, yeah.
That is one game I can't wait to play. I really want to play some fucking Beat Saber.
Oh, it's so good. I've literally been playing 3 hours every day. Anyway.
What?
Yeah. If you go and
That's got to be a workout. That's dope.
It's been my workout every single day.
I think I was watching Typical T. Was it Typical
Yeah,
T?
T.
No, it wasn't. Was he playing Beat Saber? I don't think. Was he playing
Yeah.
Beat Saber? Okay. He used to play it regularly, and it was awesome.
Yeah, he's been playing again.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway. But I want to see who did Half-Life Episode 3. That's the only thing I've learned about Arcane Studios is I want to know who was doing Half-Life Episode 3, and I wonder if that will ever surface, like that like those documentations, and if they're working on an Episode 5. Like,
I thought a script leaked for 3 like a long time ago.
did it? I
Like
never.
half of 1 or part of 1. I don't know. It's hard to keep up with the Half-Life news because, like, unless it's officially released by Valve, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, you don't know who to trust.
It's like, well, I trust Valve to
well, obviously.
not release something that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not good, what's the point of me reading
Except
it?
for
Like,
Artifact.
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. And the last 3 years of Dota.
Anyway, so before we shit on our Lord and Savior Gaben, let's move on to. Let's go shit on some other gaming.
I'm doing
studios.
sound effects now. I'm a sound effects guy.
Oh, gross. Anyway. So Amazon launched their first big budget game this week.
Womp, womp, womp.
Womp, womp, womp. Called Crucible. Honestly.
Which is confusing because of the fucking Halo thing.
Yeah, I know.
Or that was called Forge. What's called Crucible? Isn't there some sort of editing mode called... Oh, no, that's the Destiny PvP.
Yes.
It's called Crucible.
It's called Crucible and Destiny. Yeah.
It's confusing.
A little bit. But this game looks interesting. It's like a weird kind of like schmishmortion of Overwatch.
A what?
Schmishmortion?
I've never heard that.
You haven't heard of that? You haven't seen Knocked Up? Anyway, go watch Knocked Up.
No.
It's a great movie. It's got my secret Hollywood boyfriend Seth Rogen in it. This game looks like it has like Call of Duty points, you know, or like Battlefront points where you go capture a point and you collect points from hanging out on those points, sort of thing. I know that's typical to Call of Duty. And then it's got...
Well, what's it called? Domination?
Yeah, you're right. Domination.
Yeah.
There's a couple other modes. There is a Battlegrounds mode. What other modes are there? They don't really matter. The reason why I want to talk about this is I didn't hear about it until almost a week before it came out. Amazon is doing little to no advertising, including even on Twitch. I haven't seen any ads for this thing. And they put out no incentive to stream this or even play this game other than it being free.
How does Amazon get this wrong? How does Riot use their own platform better than them?
Right? That's what I was thinking. It was like, there's no incentive to play this game other than it being, it's on Steam. It's free to play on Steam. And like Steam has no advertisement because Steam doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But also, Amazon not using Twitch. They could use their own fucking platform to be like, hey, you could get free drops if you watch streamers, or having people try to stream it. When I was doing research this morning, I looked at the Steam status. The peak today was 11K players for it already. It came out on Wednesday, guys.
What's
Wednesday?
Eee.
It's already at 11K players.
It's not good. I wonder what the day one stats were. I bet it was under 100,000.
Easily. And then I looked to see how many people were streaming this. It was less than 3.5K.
People watching.
People watching, yeah, sorry.
Holy shit.
3.5K people.
I bet that was like 2 people.
It was like 7 or 8 channels, honestly.
Wow.
But yeah, so if you want to blow up, play Crucible. But it's probably gonna die.
Except not. I bet no one's looking for it, so that'd be probably a bad idea.
Right, and like Valorant is still dominant right now with the FPSs. It has a shit ton of people playing it. It had over I want to say 8,000 people watching. 800,000. Yeah. 800,000 people, viewers watching that. And like, you can only imagine how many people are attempting to stream that right now.
Is Crucible done? Like, or is it early access? Or
it's quote unquote a finished product.
What? First of all, who's launching like that now?
Exactly, that's what I said.
Release it in a beta or something like Valorant did.
Yeah, like Valorant, the reason why you...
That way, the only thing... So it does many things. Obviously, Valorant took it to a new level where you like watch for keys, and that was fucking great. But it also just puts it in the mind of people playing it like, oh, I see the potential here and there. But if it's like a done thing, even if you're still developing, I think, honestly, even though I hate buzzwords, putting beta makes people think about it that way.
They're like, oh, well, this could change in the future. It's like, and also them having it in the beta, that means like if you give feedback, they're maybe more willing to listen to you.
Right.
Rather than like complaining to a developer over a finished game and being like, I don't like this. Well, that's too bad. You know? But yeah, they didn't announce that it was a beta or anything. They just said, here's the game. Go for it. And Amazon is just...
At least they put it on Steam, I guess?
Yeah, it's free to play on Steam. It's so weird.
What's the monetization, like loot boxes?
I don't know. I think they're going to eventually add like loot boxes and try to be like Fortnite with everything and the skins. But if they don't have a good fucking start, it's never going to pick up. And on top of that...
I haven't heard a single person mention this game. In fact, I didn't know about it until I read your notes.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until somebody came into my chat the day before it launched, and they're like, are you going to play Crucible? I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, Amazon's new game. And I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? And then I looked into it. I'm like, oh my god.
It's their first game, right?
This is their first game that they launched from Amazon Studios. So they have 2 studios. They have one in Orange County, and then they have another one further down in Southern California. So they have 2 studios. One's working on this, and then they have the other one that's going to be working on their MMO that's coming out this year. Now, they did announce the MMO at the end of last year. It's called New World. It's supposed to be like medieval times with like a bunch of weird magic and blah, 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 blah. Kind of like weird, kind of gothic medieval style. But the thing is, it was supposed to launch this month, but then it got pushed back to August 25th, 2020. That's their official launch date. But
I don't think I've ever followed an MMO that came out at the time.
Exactly. And like the more I look into it and the more I hear about it, I don't think it's going to launch on time. And this disastrous launch that Amazon's doing right now. And the thing about this is like this MMO that's coming out, New World, it's like $40 for the game, and it's pay per month. They're going to try to take on World of Warcraft, and they're not doing any kind of hype or any kind of advertisement, and it's about to launch in, June, July, August? 3 months? Like, hello? What are you doing, Amazon? You're a huge mega company. Just because you think you have flex with your name... It just doesn't make any sense. And also, Crucible isn't on the Twitch launcher. Like, what are they doing?
I don't know.
I don't know. Amazon's losing their shit. I don't think it's going to go very well for them. And I don't think New World's going to go very well for them. Anyway.
I'm still reading Crucible reviews on Steam.
Yeah.
And almost everybody's like, calling this a fully released game is a bad joke. and then they proceed to say, but we're gonna review it like it's a full game.
Oh no!
And it's leading to bad. I mean, it's mixed, so some people are liking it, but yeah, it's
those people probably think it's the beta.
It doesn't look good. It looks kind of TF2-y.
Yeah. It's very weird looking.
At least like character class based and
Yeah. Elements of Overwatch
Yikes.
2, etc. Valorant now. Everybody does class based bullshit. Even Rainbow Siege or Rainbow Six Siege, C6. I don't know.
Am I the only one who doesn't like that?
I hate that game.
No, I mean
class based.
class based shit. Yeah.
It depends on the game. Honestly.
Okay. I think I'm over shooters. Like every shooter that's come out, like even Overwatch, I did play a bunch of, but it was just because I was playing like with friends and stuff. But I don't think they do it for me.
That's fair.
I think shooters and me are just done.
I'm kind
like multiplayer shooters.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it too. Rust is probably the only one that I'm gonna continue to play. Yeah, I think I'm kind of.
That's not even really a shooter.
Huh?
Rust does it even have guns?
Yeah, you fucking murder each other with guns.
Oh, I just think of it as like the sticks part.
You start out with a rock, and then you evolve, and then you get an AK, and then you go hunt down nerds and rockets. Yeah.
Wow.
There's even instruments. It's great. Something for everyone in the most toxic environment ever. It's a toxic game. Don't do it. Anyway.
I love how, I don't know. Do you think there's really varying degrees of toxicity in online games?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Because I feel like it's the same everywhere. It just manifests a little bit differently.
No.
But it's like there's no online competitive game that feels like, oh, it's welcome and safe. Like I've never heard of that.
Stardew Valley?
It's not competitive.
Fair.
It's like
Animal
a co-op
Crossing?
game. That's can you join random people's games?
Yeah, you could join their like island and shit and check it out and be like, oh, look at your fucking terraforming, bitch. Look at how shit that is.
I guess that's probably based on the communication limit, right? You probably can't voice chat with those people or type to them.
You can type, you can't voice chat.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was following some.
I'm gonna go buy another Switch and go talk shit to people on Animal Crossing.
Just steal Fabian's and just be like, fuck you, bitch. You're like, why would you come to my island and say that to me?
This island looks like a turd.
Your terraforming is not flat enough.
If you spent longer than 5 minutes on this island, I feel bad for you.
Oh god, we're turning into terrible people. Anyway, next thing in the news. So do you guys still have your old Xbox? Do you keep your Xbox lying around? I lost mine. Mine's gone. It died a horrible death.
Xbox, like the original?
Original Xbox.
I never had one.
Never had one.
No.
Oh, you poor child.
I was PC only until I bought myself a 360 when I got a job.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, so I think most people who had one knows that the Xbox Live stopped working on the original Xbox in April of
That was a couple of years
2010.
ago. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think it stopped working on the last
cruel.
one. Maybe a couple years ago.
Okay.
But they kept support on it for a very long time. But then there's this company called Insignia, and they're working on a project to bring back Xbox Live to your Xbox.
Why? For what reason?
I don't know, but it kind of brings me life because I love old games, and I have like a bunch of my old consoles like at my mom's, and my brother, he has like our GameCube and all that shit. And I hang on to all that stuff because I like playing stuff on the original settings, and I like playing it on the original, like, I guess, equipment. And I think this is a way for people to, like, kind of get that back. Because, like...
Yeah, but what multiplayer games are people excited about? That isn't Halo because that's available everywhere now.
I mean, I guess since Halo is available everywhere, and there was the huge protest when the servers did go down eventually, was they were playing Halo until they got kicked out of the servers. And
it's like brute force.
Yeah.
Are people going to boot up brute force?
Who knows? But I think it's kind of interesting. You'll be able to talk to people on Xbox Live from your Xbox who are on the newest console. So it's going to be kind of fun.
What?
Yeah. Well, they're actually going to be able to
hilarious.
connect to Xbox Live. That's the thing. Is like you'll be connected to it.
Holy shit.
Right? I think it's crazy.
Is this illegal?
I don't know. But I don't care. I mean, it is a...
I think we're just Jurassic Parking this, honestly.
But
they're too busy figuring out if they could. They never figured out if they should, you know?
I think they should. I think it's cool because I don't know. Just bring back your old Xbox and then see the old Xbox live. Just shit talk.
No, who's really gonna spend time on it though?
I mean,
are you gonna go out and buy a new one?
I might find it. I've been looking at old consoles on Craigslist all week. You have no idea.
Here's the other thing. You can't pay for it now, obviously, so it's just gonna be free. There's no way.
No, you would pay for it. You would still pay for the Xbox.
Oh,
Live
you have
service.
to have like a newer account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. What?
Yeah.
This blows my mind.
Yeah.
Is it gonna work on an emulator?
I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not. Since
there's so many questions. I'm okay. I'm actually back in now.
I think it definitely requires because they were saying there's a certain code within your actual Xbox to register. So like you would have to figure out what this code is inside your Xbox. It's like the PC number or whatever.
Like a serial number or something?
Yeah, probably something like that. I don't remember what exactly it was, but you have to find this code, and I think you have to get inside your Xbox so you avoid your warranty, obviously. But if you still have an Xbox at this point, you're fucking kudos for you. Because mine died a horrible death, and I'm still sad about it. But yeah, it would just be kind of interesting to kind of connect to the internet from 20 years ago. Almost. Yeah.
Weird.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see if this continues. Microsoft might, like I said, add a cease and desist, but we'll see.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Maybe they might be like, yeah, do it. As long as you connect to the service, we don't give a fuck.
Right.
The last thing I want to talk about is the Steam Spring Cleaning event. So they're doing this, I think, instead of a Memorial Day event, and it's encouraging people to dust off their libraries.
They're like, hey, play this shit you already got, moron.
They're like, hey, we know we've been sliding into your DMs every day and being like, yo, baby, I know you have 300 games on your wish list. This one's on sale today. But they're encouraging people to play older games that they may have forgotten about or may have forgotten to finish and stuff. And as people who have backlogs, I don't know, this kind of excited me again, because we talked about doing a random button from your library, and this is them kind of incentivizing that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. My problem so far with it is that sometimes it's picking stuff I've already beat, which I obviously is of no use to me. If I want to play something I've already beat, I know what it is. And the other problem is I have some dead games in my library, like Champions Online, that it also recommended to me, and why? Don't. And I'm pretty sure that's removed. You know how you're going to remove something from your library list?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that game is removed.
Oh.
So why is it still on this list?
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Maybe I'll have to double check. Maybe I forgot to remove it. Maybe I just have it filed under like crap or something.
Possibly.
How many categories do you have for your games on Steam, by the way?
Let me look really quick. I started actually doing the shelf thing that they did, which is kind of cool.
Well, that's just categories like expanded out, right?
Yeah.
I think.
So it's like uncategorized. So I have my side scrollers. I have games that I want to beat this year. I have my recent activity. I also have like puzzle games set aside. I have weird horror games list. And then I have games don't ever fucking touch again.
Yeah. I have mine's kind of a mess now. I used to curate a little bit more than I do now.
Yeah.
I still have sorry, this beer is making me burpy.
It's delicious.
I still have 67 games in uncategorized from the Humble Bundle shit that I picked up.
Oh.
Because a lot of it I'm not sure what I want to do with. I have a winter sale tab from 2 years ago.
2 years? Oh, no.
I was like, I want to make sure I remember that I got these recently and I want to play them. And I did. I played 2 of them. There's like 8.
I will say this. I think
I have ongoing.
Oh, go ahead. Keep going. Sorry.
I have ongoing, which is just like stuff that's unbeatable, basically. Like NBA, Age of Empires Banished is in there, which I played an hour of. Don't Starve is in there. Dota's in there, obviously. Yeah, shit like that. And then I have a game called Noah, which is my brother's name. So when he comes over, NASCAR Heat 2 is right there.
Aw, that's cute.
I have In Progress, which is
everything.
Not really used because it was supposed to be shit that I definitely wanted to play, but every time I put something in there, it goes, I just don't want to play it anymore. I don't know what it is about this tab.
The channel, the tab where things go to die. Got it.
Yes, exactly. Vampire is in there. Gothic 3 is in there. Dragon's Dogma is in there.
Yeah.
Day of the Tentacle is in there.
Day of the Tentacle? What?
Day of the Tentacle?
Day of the Tentacle.
It's a point and click
It's
adventure
a
game.
hentai? Okay.
From the 90s. No.
It's a hentai.
Harmless kid fun.
Hentai? Okay.
No, kids don't do hentai.
Sure about that.
Not good kids. Not me. Disco Elysium is in there, which I will definitely play more of, but you have to be like in a specific mood to play that game.
Yeah,
I think.
it's weird, right?
Yeah, and then I have 124 games in crap.
124. Holy fuck.
And that's not B tier, by the way. This is games I think are crap,
no.
like unredeemably.
Oh, no.
Or some games don't work. Like I would love to play Prototype 2, but I can't play it because there's a memory leak on the Steam version, and I have not found a fix for it.
Pepe hands.
Yeah, it sucks. I've completed 136 games in there. Not too bad. Co-op games. And then I have CK co-op because those are different. And then I have Backlog, 133 games in there, which there's going to be a lot more once I go through that Humble Bundle thing.
No.
B tier, I've got 13 games queued up for B tier shit. And then I have favorites, which is just like shit I launch all the time.
Yeah, I forgot about my favorites. I think yours is actually more organized than mine because most of my stuff sits in uncategorized. And then, like, there's the special stuff that just, like, maybe I should organize my, I'm going to write that down. Organize.
It's kind of fun. I kind of enjoy organizing my Steam library.
Steam library. Okay, I wrote that down. But no, I think it's a good thing that they're doing this. That Steam's doing this to try to remind people.
I like weird experimental shit.
Yeah.
I like the Did you sign up for the beta thing where they're like, we'll tell you what to play, like based on?
As soon as I heard that, I was like, yes.
I like that a lot. Yeah, any of that weird shit to like change how I choose how to play a game is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm like,
I would like to do a thing where I just strictly I can't speak. I would like to do a thing where I strictly stick to it for like some sort of content, like I don't know, like a long stream or something, but I can't think of what that would be. Maybe that would be a YouTube project.
You're gonna
Be like, this is 6 months of playing only what Steam told me to play.
I listen to Gaben and he tells me what to do.
But then I would get bored. I'd be like, no, I don't want to play this.
Yeah, you fucker.
Stupid ass game.
Okay, well, that's it for pretty much the news. Hey Portz, where can people find you?
Twitter at the report. I'm dropping followers, y'all. I'm dropping like 1 follower a month right now. So
go follow Portz.
I don't know what's going on. But all those people who unfollow me are Karens for sure. So I need some Chads up in here.
Yeah, get some Chads. We need some Chad gamers.
Yeah. Yeah. Twitch and Twitter. Real ports. Where are you at, Bunny?
They can find me Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, which I've been posting pictures of pickles on at Evil Space Bunny.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you like pickles?
The podcast is Ignore Backlog on Twitter. And if you like listening to this, share it with somebody else who might like it also.
Yes, please.
Pretty much anybody who's okay with people yelling at each other and likes video games.
Yeah, and likes news. And likes idiots talking about
Or you
news.
could experiment and send it to people who wouldn't like it and see what they think about you as a person.
Yeah. Have them judge the fucking shit out of you.
They'd be like, what the fuck? I'm your grandmother.
Yeah. Those people swear too much. What the fuck is wrong with you?
If you get your grandmother to listen to this, I'll send you $100. I just need video proof that she listened to it and liked it, and shared it with her friends.
That's amazing.
And do it. I dare you.
Yeah, do it. Fucking share with your grandma and take pictures.
The whole thing. She has to listen to the whole thing. She can't fall asleep during it.
How could she fall asleep? She's probably gonna be offended the whole time as we fucking swear every other word. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
Good. All right. Well, that's it. Good luck.
That's it. That's the end.
The end.
The end.
I've had too much purpose.
This has been a podcast. The end.
The end. Good luck. Have fun. And don't die. I am not a robot.
Because dying is bad.
Dying is bad.
I'm obsessed with the cadence of little kids that are like doing a presentation. They're like, this is the way that you do it, and this is how I learned how to do it, and goodbye. I love it.
All right, we love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
My hands.